láti lọ wo ẹgbẹ́ Aston Villa lójúkojú. A kí yín kú oríire o. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Emeka, Yemi àti Ibrahim.
Bẹ̀dánù lẹ́yìn kí o bá lè jẹ àǹfààní ìrìnàjò tí a ti san gbogbo owó ìrìnnà rẹ̀ lọ sí ìlú UK láti lọ wo eré orí pápá mánigbàgbé ti ẹgbẹ́ Aston Villa pẹ̀lú Tottenham. Bẹ̀dánù alájọṣepọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ Aston Villa. Torí pípé tayò yìí o, ó wà fún ọmọ tó ti pé ọdún 18 lọ sókè. Àǹfààní yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kọkànlá títí di ọjọ́ 28 oṣù kejì ọdún 2025.
(8:27). Thank you so much for staying with us. You're listening to Beyond the Surface. This is Splash 105.5 FM, and I am on the way of telling you the story of a pastor called Tobi Adegboyega. We've gone through some of his videos. If you're on Facebook, you've been seeing them all through that break. We'll continue to show two to you, and I'm sure by now you have an idea of what I'm trying to showcase, the lifestyle. He lives large. He doesn't live like your regular pastor, even as opulent as you think your Nigerian pastors are. This one is on another totally different level. His church now has been wound up, which means it's been dissolved. There's no longer Spark Nation Church. This is according to a court in London ordered for that to happen. They dissolved the church because of investigations around lack of transparency and accountability issues. And there's no more a Spark Church. But he's still a pastor. He still has his following. He still leads his lifestyle. The latest story is that he lost his deportation appeal, and most of the reports, including on international platforms, are that he's likely to be deported. However, he says that's not the situation. And in just a moment, I will share with you the latest, his most latest reactions to this whole well, I don't want to call it controversy, but you could call it struggle, because he's had one legal struggle after the other. I mean, the video that's playing right now on Facebook, you can see him in this expensive, exotic car. He has a beautiful girl sitting beside him. Somebody by the roadside is hailing him. I mean, it's stuff of superstars. This is the stuff that you get of superstars. The circle he rolls in, the cars he drives. Not your usual, typical pastor. After this video, the next one you see is him spending time with Davido. They're fraternizing. They're doing stuff. It just shows you that this guy rolls in what some people have called circular circles. Very, very circular circles. Not what you would find with religious leaders. And it's caused a lot of commentary. Some people saying, is this a man of God? How can you be a man of God and you live this kind of lifestyle? He says, I'm just having a good time. Being a pastor does not mean you shouldn't be fun. That's one of his biggest arguments. He says, being a pastor doesn't mean you should not be fun. So this is me living my life, having friends from the entertainment industry. The fact that I'm a pastor does not mean that I should say this. But the fact that he's had investigations into his church, especially around financial misappropriation, lack of transparency, and even court-like issues. Plus, when you add to that, what I read to you from the BBC earlier, where he was accused of exploiting vulnerable people, sometimes encouraging them to commit benefit fraud, and in other times actually borrowing monies from government agencies from these children without their knowledge. It calls to question a lot of the things, but he's always maintained that there's been no criminal charge against him. There's no crime that he's been charged with. That means that he has not done anything wrong. Now, I'd like for you to take a listen to his most latest reaction. The news of him losing that deportation bid went viral, and this is how he reacted to the reaction of Nigerians and people all across the world.
Today, and I'm doing because of our fans, our friends, people who are worried. I'm right here at home, no cause for alarm, and naturally I'll dismiss things that has to do with retrogression. Every Nigerian should be proud of me. Being in the UK, a city that is well known for pulling people down, I've survived all sorts. So the matter that they are propagating now is the smallest of matter. In Yoruba, they say, "Toba le ni because you dari si abilusi." No, what I'm trying to say is no panic. I love London City. It's my city, and nobody can do anything. Of all the people of color you know here, pastors and leaders, have survived everything. Now, let me talk about fraud case. They keep saying this. These are an advanced country. I'm speaking here openly, yeah? After all these years, have you ever heard someone go to the parliament and make all sort of complaints? Someone from another race and another color, nothing came out of it. So those who hate already. What you want to hear is not what you heard today. What you want to hear is they've arrested him for money, this money, that. Not one criminal case, not one money case. You should all be proud of me and of the nation family. So I'm here, I'm at home. Nobody should panic for me. I succeeded well in this country despite all challenges. And I'm in the league of the people you look up to, people that you pick out to persecute. I've survived that well. We're surviving well. Nothing has changed. Nothing will change. I assure all our followers and friends that there will be no embarrassment for you other than noise, which we've survived for many years. I am here. I'm PT, number one in London City, and nothing is going to bring us down. I love you all. That's all I've got to say for.
So he says every Nigerian should be proud of him. I also have a question. Do pastors have fans? Because when he started this address, he says he wants to address his loved ones, his fans. Do pastors usually have fans? I thought they have followers, members of their congregation. Do those qualify as fans? But just to again let you know that while we're talking about this is that it emerged just 2 days ago that Pastor Tobi Adegboyega, the senior pastor of Spark Nation, has lost his legal battle against deportation from the UK following allegations of financial misconduct amounting to £1.8 million. So let me go ahead and tell me what you think about this. I don't want to influence your thought one way or the other. So I've just laid it out for you, played videos, showed you pictures, and I want you to tell me what you think about this whole debacle and this everything that you've seen so far. Splash FM 1055 Live. That's where you can leave a comment. I see a lot of comments already. Mabel Aingbe says, any pastor with more than one ring placed on his finger can never lay his hand on me. All these pastors with multiple rings on their fingers are sometimes diabolical. Some will claim they got the rings from Jerusalem. I beg, where are they inside Bible that Jesus wore rings? Some pastors, they overdo. God is watching. Jennifer Obodo says, the judgment of the Lord will start from the altar. It doesn't matter where the altar is located. All those fake Jesus cousins and personal assistants must be fished out. I'm not saying that Toby's won. Wait, is it not the same guy that a footballer accused of having something to do with his crashed marriage? Yes, it's the same guy, Jennifer. It's the same pastor. You got that one right. Adegoke says, followers qualify as fans too. They will do almost anything for their hero. Let's see if I can take a few calls. I don't have to take another commercial break, but I'll just squeeze in a call or two before I head out. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I can hear you, sir. Good morning. Please go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you now.
Uh-oh, so sorry, but we can hear you loud and clear. There's obviously something wrong with your line. You can try to call us again, or you can dial the other number, 0809-155-1055, 0706-949-3000, and 0701-447 5770. Those are the numbers on which we're taking your calls this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Chacha. This is Ken from
Ken, you're welcome. Yeah. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. All these things we are saying is just a sense of end time. Toby is not the only fake pastor that is out there. A lot of them will see.
No, I'm not saying he's fake. Oh, do you think he's fake? Because
by their fruit we shall know them.
Which fruits are those? The fact that he wears designers. Is there something wrong with wearing designers?
Like the person that called out, the message you read, when Jesus was here on earth, he did not demonstrate a high level of opulence and wealth like that.
Okay.
Instead of using your words to help the needy, there are a lot of people who are hungry, who doesn't have, and this pastor will go there, parade themselves, and still take from those that did not have enough. God will save us in this nation.
Ken, thank you very much. Timmy Shags on Facebook says, this pastor, now flexing man, he no send anybody. See his cars. Trust me, Charity, this is our celebrity pastor. He says, while this other one here says, nah, not a man of God, but a hustler. The secular lifestyle in that society is blinding. God have mercy on us. But is that really anything wrong with wanting the good life, even as a pastor? Is that how you judge a pastor? I mean, pastors are first humans, right? So you can't blame a man of God if he wants the finer things of life. He's not excluded from it just because he's a pastor, is it? Or is it because there's more controversy surrounding this particular pastor? This other message here says, let's see, that's why, and I think I've taken this one. Okay. Okay. This man and Odumeje seem to have something in common. Odumeje says, I am the power, I got the power. While this one says, I'm the news. They just keep giving Nigeria bad name out there. Okay, I hear you. Keep the messages coming up. Let me go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll do Dele Faro Timi. Yes. Hopefully I'll have enough time. Don't go away.
I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy married. Come on now, guys. Listen, I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy marriage. Come on now, guys. Listen, I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy marriage. Come on now, guys. Listen, I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy marriage. Come on now, guys. Listen, I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy marriage. Come on now, guys. Listen, I want you to celebrate, get your phones out before wish happy married life to Davido himself, 001 from the family to Davido, 001. We're saying happy marriage. Come on now, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hi, very well. Very well. How are you today, guys? It's gonna be a podcast, live podcast, and it's gonna be a beautiful time. How are you guys doing? Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hi, very well. Very well. How are you today, guys? It's gonna be a podcast, live podcast, and it's gonna be a beautiful time. How are you guys doing? Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hi, very well. Very well. How are you today, guys? It's gonna be a podcast, live podcast, and it's gonna be a beautiful time. How are you guys doing? Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hi, out here today, guys. It's gonna be a podcast, live podcast, and it's gonna be a beautiful time. How you guys doing? Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hi, very well. Very well. Out here today, guys. It's gonna be a podcast, live podcast, and it's gonna be a beautiful show. Is being put up at the family today, and it's gonna be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're gonna see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go. To you. It's the fashion week. The biggest show is being put up at the family today, and it's going to be awesome. Are you ready for this? You're going to see real fashion, but glorifying God too. That's what we do. Let's go.
Shoma. Yeah, sir. I'm coming, sir. BT.
BMW.
My BT.
in any one of them. Olugbenga Campbell says a man has a case of fraud against him but still living flamboyantly and displaying questionable wealth in a foreign land. He will live well in Africa but not in the UK. Interestingly, there's been no charge brought against him. They started an investigation and then they had to drop it because there wasn't enough evidence, to proceed. So, I mean, that says something in his favor, doesn't it? Jennifer says, I just cross-checked his activities, and at this point, Tobi should come back and start his church in Sambisa Forest. I just don't know why we pretend a lot. Karma has caught up with him. Simple. Uncle Karma, you do this one. Vincent Chibuzo says, the guy is not a pastor. He's just a businessman. He has come out to say, who is Jesus? Is this, it is just an organized venture. He says, okay, all right. So that's it about the pastor. Let's move on to the lawyer now, ladies and gentlemen. For a lot of you, I'm sure you followed the story of Dele Farotimi, who is now being remanded in correctional facility in Ado-Ekiti until the 10th of December 2024. He was arrested, even though some people say no, he was not arrested. He was abducted from Lagos, driven 7 hours to Ekiti, and then he was made to appear in court. Now, what are the issues? I saw this beautiful write-up by Edmondo Bilo. It kind of, summarizes the issues in this case, and I'm going to quickly go over some of them with you. So the key allegations that Afe Babalola is bringing against Dele Farotimi is that Dele Farotimi alleges that Afe Babalola corrupted the Supreme Court to procure a fraudulent judgment in the service of his client. Dele Farotimi says also that the Supreme Court's judgment was doctored by the Confederation of Lawyers in Afe Babalola's chamber. Also, Afe Babalola is he claims, Dele Farotimi claims that Afe Babalola is so enmeshed in his corruption that he has lost all sense of propriety and fairness. Now, Afe Babalola is saying that Dele Farotimi has so damaged his reputation, he's tarnished his reputation as a legal icon with over 6 decades of contributions, that he has discredited his law firm, Afe Babalola & Co., leading to a loss of clients, and that he had undermined public confidence in Nigeria's legal system. In the first half of this show, I told you that I came across the foreword of this book. But before I get to the foreword, I tried to get a summary of the book in question. That book by Dele Farotimi is titled Nigeria and Its Criminal Justice System. Now, this is the summary. It does not particularly cover everything, but Nigeria and Its Criminal Justice System is a thought-provoking critique of the Nigeria judicial system. The book exposes the deep-seated corruption and injustices that plague the system, revealing how the powerful and influential exploit loopholes to escape accountability. Farotimi, a lawyer and an author, draws from his extensive experience in the Nigerian legal system to provide a detailed analysis of the problems facing the country's criminal justice system. He argues that the system has been compromised by corruption, nepotism, and political interference, leading to a lack of trust and confidence in the judiciary. But then people ask, there has to be a line between expression of your views, freedom of expression, and, defamation. Because in this case, Afe Babalola is saying he's been defamed. Supporters of Dele Farotimi are saying he just says what he has experienced. How can you call that defamation? But take a listen, if you will, very quickly to the first few lines of the foreword written by Dele Farotimi about his book. Let me just take that quickly so I can come to the phone lines. He says, I will tell you the story of the complete and total loss of capacity to deliver justice against the backdrop of a case that was decided by the Supreme Court and which records are in public domain. I speak specifically of the case of Major Murtala Gbadamosi versus HRH Obatijani Akinloye. otherwise known as the Badamosi Eletu case. It is my contention regarding this case that 1, Afe Babalola corrupted the Supreme Court to procure a fraudulent judgment in the service of his clients. 2, that the law firms of SB Joseph & Co. procured a warrant to execute the said judgment by doctoring the original documents of the Supreme Court. 3, that Afe Babalola, Olu Daramola, Olu Faro, and the law offices of Afe Babalola & Co. compromised the Supreme Court and the remaining semblance of integrity it might have had when they went back to the Supreme Court and got that court to swim in the sewer of corruption and shameful self-abnegation. Now, it continues, but for lack of time, I can't go any further. Do you think that Dele Farotimi might have overstepped in this? Some of the things he said are really damaging. Do you think he overstepped? Or are you disappointed with the way that this is being pursued by the legal luminary Afe Babalola? I've got just a few minutes. I'll see if I can take a call to 0809-155-1055 and 0706-949-3000. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm Sunday.
Mr. Sunday, you're welcome. Please go ahead very quickly.
Thank you. I want to say, of course, it is not even there are many. Everybody knows that the society is already corrupted. In fact, even for the President Attorney General, will go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will rule that they should pay directly to local government. This is against the Constitution. It's also another kind of slap to the judiciary. Because these legal people, this icon, they usually, it has even happened to me personally. I have an experience like that, which cannot be said on the air now. But all we are saying is that Parliament have said that if they arrested him, they should not ask for his release, that they should take him to court. I also believe that he has his evidence. Let him go to the court and let him go and defend himself.
All right.
And finally, the way he was arrested was wrong. Because I think if there is a defamation, it should be a court matter. It's not a criminal offense. It should be taken.
So sorry about that, Mr. Demola, but I think we got the crux of it. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, my name is Eze.
Eze, you're welcome. Very briefly, please, quickly.
Yes. Okay, yes, I think it's absolutely wrong what they're doing to Dele Farotimi. The respected chief, if he feels his reputation has been defamed, he can go to court to civil action and even ask the court to prohibit the sale.
But that's what he's doing now. The court is.
That's not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. It's the state that is doing this.